Reply to the address, part 7. Here you have a man than whom there is no more zealous a Hindu throughout the length and breadth of this land. Here you have a prince that whom there is no prince in this land better informed in all affairs, both oriental and occidental, who takes from every nation whatever he can that is good. Learn good knowledge with all devotion from the lowest caste. Learn the way to freedom, even if it comes from a pariah, by serving him. If a woman is a jewel, take her in marriage, even if she comes from a low family of the lowest caste. Such is the law laid down by a great and peerless legislator, the divine Manu. This is true. Stand on your own feet and assimilate what you can. Learn from every nation. Take what is of use to you. But remember that as Hindus, everything else must be subordinated to our own national ideals. Each man has a mission in life, which is the result of all his infinite past karma. Each of you was born with a splendid heritage, which is the whole of the infinite past life of your glorious nation. Millions of your ancestors are watching, as it were, every action of yours. So be alert. And what is the mission in which every Hindu child is born? Have you not read the proud declaration of Manu regarding the Brahmin, where he says that the birth of a Brahmin is for the protection of the treasury of religion? I should say that this is the mission not only for of the Brahmin, but of every child, whether boy or girl, who's born in this blessed land for the protection of the treasury of religion. And every other problem in life must be subordinated to that one principal theme. That is also the law of harmony in music. There may be a nation whose theme of life is political supremacy. Religion and everything else must become subordinate to that one great theme of its life. But here is another nation whose great theme of life is spirituality and renunciation, whose one watchword is that this world is all vanity and a delusion of 3 days, and everything else, whether science or knowledge, enjoyment or powers, wealth, name, or fame, must be subordinated to that one theme. The secret of a true Hindu's character lies in the subordination of his knowledge of European sciences and learning, of his wealth, position, and name, to that one principal theme which is inborn in every Hindu child, the spirituality and purity of the race. Therefore, between these two, the case of the Orthodox man who has the whole of that life spring of the race, spirituality, and the other man whose hands are full of Western imitation jewels, but has no hold on the life giving principles, spirituality of these, I do not doubt that everyone here will agree that we should choose the first, the Orthodox, because there is some hope in him. He has the national theme, something to hold on to. So he will live, but the other will die. Just as in the case of individuals, if the principle of life is undisturbed, if the principal function of that individual life is present, any injuries received as regards other functions are not serious. Do not kill the individual. So, as long as this principal function of our life is not disturbed, nothing can destroy our nation. But mark you, if you give up that spirituality, leaving it aside to go after the materializing civilization of the West, the result will be that in 3 generations, you will have an extinct race because the backbone of the nation will be broken. The foundation upon which the national edifice has been built will be undermined, and the results will be annihilation all around. Therefore, my friends, the way out is that first and foremost, we must keep a firm hold on spirituality, that inestimable gift handed down to us by our ancient forefathers. Did you ever hear of a country where the greatest kings try to trace their descent not to kings, not to robber barons living in old castles who plundered poor travelers, but to semi naked sages who lived in the forest? Did you hear? of such a land? This is the land. In other countries, great priests try to trace their descent to some kings, but here the greatest kings would trace their descent to some ancient priest. Therefore, whether you believe in spirituality or not, for the sake of the national life, you have to get a hold on spirituality and keep to it. Then stretch the other hand out and gain all you can from other races. But everything must be subordinated to that one ideal of life. And out of that, a wonderful, glorious future India will come. I'm sure it is coming, a greater India that ever was. Sages will spring up greater than all the ancient sages, and your ancestors will not only be satisfied, but I'm sure they will be proud from their positions in other worlds to look down upon their descendants so glorious and so great. Let us all work hard, my brethren. There is no time for sleep. On our work depends the coming of the India of the future. She is there ready waiting. She is only sleeping. Arise and awake, and see her seated on here on her eternal throne, rejuvenated, more glorious than she ever was, this motherland of ours. The idea of God now nowhere else ever so fully developed as in this motherland of ours, for the same idea of God never existed anywhere else. Perhaps you are astonished at my assertion, but show me any idea of God from any other scripture equal to ours. They only have clan gods, the God of Jews, the God of Arabs, and such a race, and their God is fighting the gods of another races. But the idea of that beneficent, most merciful God, our Father, our Mother, our friend, the friend of our friends, the soul of our souls, is here and here alone. And may he, who is the Shiva of the Shaivites, the Vishnu of the Vaishnavites, the Karma of the Karmis, the Buddha of the Buddhists, the Jina of the Jains, the Jehovah of the Christians and the Jews, the Allah of the Mohammedans, the Lord of every section, the Brahman of the Vedantist, he, the all-pervading, whose glory has been known only in this land, may he bless us, may he help us. May he give strength onto us, energy onto us to carry this idea into practice. May that which we have listened to and studied becomes food to us. May it becomes strength in us. May it becomes energy in us to help each other. May we, the teacher and the taught, not be jealous of each other. Peace, peace, peace in the name of Hari.